What's up everybody, Yonadot here, and today we will be showcasing some skills and gameplay of the Keen Strider. Let us start off with the skills. Now, I don't speak any Japanese, I will give a quick disclaimer, but if I do know something about the skill, I will try to let you know. Now, your first skill is a very basic shot. It's just basically a stronger shot, and I will show every upgraded attack as well. And I will show all the text as well, so that if you guys want at home, you can pause the video and translate it if you would like to do so at any point. Now, this is the class I've personally been having the most fun with. This is a poison skill that homes in on the enemy and poisons them, and then does poison damage over time. Personally, I've been really enjoying this class. I started out the network test playing this class. It felt weak at the start, weak-ish, according to some people, but it is a really, really good class. I have been really enjoying it. The healing is nice, the AoE is nice, the single target damage is nice. It's just a solid class overall. It has some utility and some good skills. This is your classic arrow rain skill. It just is a AoE arrow rain, as you can see. Not quite sure what it does on the upgrades. Looks like it's chargeable, that one. I'm not sure what happens here. 2 levels of charge there. You just can charge it for another level, it looks like. The alpha and the beta versions, it basically are like alternate G3 version, it looks like. Right, next up we have this skill, which I believe increases your precision. I'm not quite sure exactly what it does. Now we have the alpha version and the beta version. I wonder what the different versions of this do. It's quite interesting to me to learn more about it in the future. This is the Earth skill, I believe. Another damage over time. I believe also staggers enemies. Like if you're fighting smaller enemies, these enemies will get staggered. So it's quite useful if you're fighting enemies in the overworld and you're trying to like use a piercing shot on them or something and have them all be AoE damaged by the raining arrows, stuff like that. Works quite well for that if you have large groups of enemies. Now, I'm not sure what this skill does. I only learned of this skill's existence earlier today, even though I played this class a lot. Alright, then we have the alpha and beta version, which it looks like it gives something to every element. Maybe increases damage from the elements. Lower movement speed for the enemy, perhaps. Alright, next one. This puts the enemy to sleep. You have the ZZZ, good old sleepy time. This hits multiple targets, it looks like. Oh no, still one. Wow, I'm not sure what the difference is going to be. Now this hits multiple targets, it becomes a piercing one. Ah, that's quite neat. I do like that. Right. And this is the piercing arrow that I was talking about earlier. One of my more liked skills for the archer. Looks like it gets a charge at level. And then maybe another charge. This is G3. And we have A, Alpha, and Beta. Alright. Next skill. This is a healing bubble. This will heal your allies when they stand in it, basically. So it's a quite good utility skill to have for your team. We have the alpha and the beta. It would be nice if they previewed this on an ally being healed. It would be quite neat. I like the idea of that. So I believe what this skill does, if I remember correctly, one of my chat members on Twitch said that it spreads and... Oh no, that is not this attack. Okay, this is something else. I'm thinking of a different one. I'm not quite sure what this one does. I think this is the one that lowers, increases the damage taken from the enemies. I believe that is this skill, yes. Now that I think about it, that is this one 100%. Alright, next skill. Now this is the skill I was talking about. So let's say you put an enemy to sleep and then you use this skill that spreads the sleep to the other nearby surrounding enemies. So if this enemy has a sleep effect on them and you use it on him, it will spread out to this enemy. Or like, let's say a lightning effect or a ground effect, anything like that. And it's quite a large range from what there. It's quite interesting. And then the final skill we have is the cleanse. So basically what this does, it cleanses any negative effects on you, which is really useful for the first rate in this game, because the first rate has a continuous damage burn if you get hit. So this is quite a useful skill for the first rate, I would say. And there we go. Alright, next up we have our ultimate. So our ultimate is basically a suck. It sucks in enemies. It works really well with the meteor from the Spellweaver, as you can see in my other video. I also said it there. Now these are equipable passive skills, so you can equip 2 of the passives that are listed in this list. Here we have faster revive for allies, and then we have damage increased. I think movement speed increased when you're being targeted by an enemy, and the rest I'm unsure of as of now. Okay, I will just go over them for you guys so you guys can have a potential read yourself and translate it if you have to or want to. Here's the basic attacks. And then the third version shoots like a rock if you charge, which hit does AoE damage. And you still have your single attacks. Now this is your right click. Your right click heals allies, and it has 3 levels. Basically, the more skills you do and the more attacks you do, it levels up between 1, 2, and 3. And if it's at level 3, it'll heal the most, basically. Alright. And those are the left and right click. Now these are active skills. These are active all the time, no matter what. Oops, I forgot to click here. So this looks like just an HP increase. This could be a damage increase. Okay, and those are all the skills for the Keen Strider. Now for some gameplay, let us enter the dungeon. Let's go ahead and queue up with other players. Alright, into the dungeon we go. Alright, I had to make sure I lowered my audio a bit, but because I think in my Spellweaver video I accidentally had the audio a bit too loud, so I hope I'm still a bit audible. But I think mainly people will watch this part for the gameplay. So the reason you see people running through this is because technically you only have to kill 2 things in this, which is the battle areas and the boss. In every dungeon there's battle areas and bosses. The only things you have to kill are technically those 2. Now this here is a battle area, so we'll have to kill the enemy. We're gonna work our way through it relatively fast, it looks like. Ow! He just knocked me out of midair, it felt like. That was crazy. So yeah, we're probably just gonna be likely running to the boss here, outside of the battle areas. And then we will be able to fight the boss. There we go, battle area completed. Wait, we missed 1 enemy, come on. 2. Wow, unbelievable, I can't believe it. There we go. And here we are at the boss area. The boss should go down relatively fast, because we are higher levels it seems. Especially my allies. I had like level 14 allies in this place. Anyway, that's a quick preview of some Keen Strider gameplay. Thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye everybody.